to another thrift haul. Now this one is slightly different to the previous ones I've done, as I've been wanting to have a big clear out as I'm about to move. And the idea with this thrift haul is that every single item that I've bought is replacing something else in my wardrobe that I don't really wear for whatever reason. And I have actually got lots more stuff that I'm clearing out, which is all in there. So I am actually clearing out more than I'm bringing in. I will show you first what I'm getting rid of and then show you the replacement for that item. First up we have this long sleeve velvet top, originally Marks and Spencer's, and this is a UK 14, so rather too large for me. And the idea was that I would either wear it oversized or take it in a bit. And I have worn it a few times oversized. It would be better to donate it back rather than making it smaller and then not necessarily wearing it enough to justify making it smaller. I won't try on the stuff that I'm clearing out, I'll just try on the stuff that I'm bringing in. So the replacement for this is actually another velvet item, and this one is a jacket, so that makes it more versatile for me, so I can layer it. And of course, being velvet, it's going to be good at keeping the heat in. I was really drawn to the lining as well, because it's a really nice red, very vampiric, I thought. And I have worn this quite a few times already, which is always a good sign. And this one was a little bit more. This one was £8.99, but it is a very good quality, well-made velvet item. And this is the label here, Talbot's, and to me it does look like it could be a vintage item, and it says made in Korea, which is quite interesting. Haven't seen that before. And size small, but obviously because it's a jacket you can fit things underneath it, so it's not tight fitting. And then I was thinking about replacing these closures because it's a loop and a knot like that, but yeah, I think I do actually quite like it as it is. And we have pockets on the front which also have the lining. Now this next one is a basic long sleeve black top, and whilst of course we all need basics in our wardrobe, I quite like my basics to have an interesting detail on them still. So this one is just completely plain. I did give it a raw hem on the bottom here, just because it was very long on my torso, as most tops usually are. And this one was originally Dorothy Perkins, and I have worn it a lot. However, the top that I found is this one, with this cutout at the top here, so it gives it a more cyber kind of style to it. And it's much tighter fitting as well, which is kind of what I wanted for that previous one, but that one wasn't as fitted. And so this one was £3, and the brand is Monkey. Trousers and jeans are something that I don't tend to find very often. So I've had these completely plain, bog standard, straight leg black jeans for a few years now, and they claim to be low rise. They are not low rise. And these ones I did have to take in at the waist here on both sides. I have got some good wear out of these, but then I found these velvety looking jeans. The label actually came off while I was trying them on, because they are a size 10, so I wasn't entirely sure about whether they would be a good fit or not. And the waistband is a tiny bit big, but it's not big enough for it to be a problem. I can just put a belt on it and then it's great. So these were £4.50. not a label I recognise, it just says Pure Collection. And we are 98% cotton, which is great. And these are again a straight leg. This dress that I have had for a very, very long time. I have worn it a lot, and lately I just haven't been wearing it. So I thought it would be time to let it go and let someone else enjoy it. It's this lovely Maxi velvet skirt, and I know I will get a lot of wear out of this. And judging by the label, I think it's a true vintage item, so it's just called Essentials. And then this was £5, but I knew it would be well worn, and it's a UK 10. I think it is supposed to be worn slightly higher up because this is not very wide. And with this one, I'm actually thinking of doing a DIY because you see these seams down the front here? They sit just over my legs. So I've been wanting to do one of those maxi length skirts that have the vents that go up really high, so then you have the really nice splits going on. So I will be doing a DIY with that. I'm not sure yet if I'll make a video on it or not. We will have to see. Now this top that I'm clearing out, I will admit I have not worn it. I only got it recently, and in the shop, because it's labelled a UK 14, and I was looking at it thinking it will probably fit okay, and in the shop I was like kind of testing it like this, so it does look as if it would fit, but then when I got it home and tried it on, these bits here on the armpit were too big and they were just kind of gaping out. So I was intending to fix it. I do actually already have a Lacy tank top, which was in my previous haul. So when I got it home and was looking at it, I was thinking actually this one is way too similar to the other one for me to justify keeping it. And then finding this one, I thought this one's way different to the other one that I have. And I just absolutely love all of these tattered bits and the beading. And these bits down here, I think I will slim down a bit because they're quite chunky. So I think I will just chop a little bit of those off. But this one, tried it on and it fits perfectly. It's by Lacy, and being as it's sized as a medium to large, I am certain that this is from the early 2000s because it fits me and I wear size small tops. And this one was only £3.99. As you can see. So yeah, immediately jumped at this one. So this jumper again is another item that I bought thinking that it would fit okay, but because it's really, really stretchy, it doesn't fit quite right because it is again, it's a medium to large. And this one, when I found it, was actually new with tags on from TK Maxx. I was really drawn by the sleeves. It's really, really pretty. And I have worn it a few times, but then I have another jumper which has exactly the same fabric, like the same sort of ribbed, knitted fabric, and I kept wearing that other one instead of this one, mainly because of the fit issues. So this one was for the tidy out. For its replacement, I have this amazing poncho. I really love how there's this plastic zip and it's on the outside instead of being sewn into the inside as these things normally are. So it's got this really cool huge collar. And so it sits really nicely. It looks very interesting, bit of an asymmetrical collar there. So this just, oh, would you stop? I apologise for the lighting. Such is the winter. So yeah, this, it is mostly acrylic, but luckily it doesn't make me itch or anything like that. And it's really, really long, so it's basically like a dress. And this one was $5.99. And the brand is Stella Morgan. What was that size? Oh, 8 to 10. This is a top that I've had for a short while now, I think maybe a year or two. And once again, it is a bit too big, and it's also not of the highest quality either. All of the labels were cut out of this when I bought it, so I couldn't really tell the size properly. And it's one of those things that is supposed to stretch to fit, so it fitted me as is, but then these kept falling off, and then I was wishing this was a bit more fitted, so I tended to layer it instead. But yeah, the fabric just isn't that nice. So when I found this top, I knew immediately that it will be replaced. This really stunning long sleeve top, and I did buy this I think the week before Halloween, and I think it was in the kind of fancy intended for Halloween costume section, but it is just from Next, size 8 and £5. And the fabric of this is really, really nice, very soft, much higher quality, and all of the details. I think it's got this button-up collar bit, and then it's got the little keyhole, and then hook and eye closures, which I'm an absolute sucker for. And then it's got all this really nice ruching around the waist part, which is much more fitted, very nice. And then it's got these lovely floaty bits down at the bottom. And the ruffles on the shoulders I could take or leave, but you know, ties the whole thing together. And then on the sleeves we've got these really pretty row of buttons. I do occasionally get the urge, every now and again, for much more romantic, vampiric kind of clothes, and now is one of those times. So I've got quite a few really nice statement necklaces that will look amazing with this, so they can hang just here, because then obviously I'll have this around my neck, so I probably won't wear collars with this as much. And the final thing I'm clearing out is this pair of denim shorts, and these are actually a pair of trousers that I cut into shorts, and these trousers I have had since I was about 13, 14. I did originally get them from Primark. It's one of the very few things that I ever bought from such a place, and I've done a lot of DIY. At first I cut off the top section because it had another button up here, like another layer, but then it came up too high, so I cut it off and had this raw hem there, and put some paint on it as well. I can see it's very faded by a hazard, and I did have some D-rings here, but I've taken these off because I want to keep those. So yeah, a year or two ago I cut them off into shorts because they were getting very raggy down at the bottom. But I have, this summer I've really just stopped wearing denim shorts, because I still don't really like loose things, but now after wearing leggings and tights a lot of the time, I just can't go back to wearing denim shorts because I just find them so uncomfortable now. because they never fit me right anyway. So yeah, I have cleared out all of my other denim shorts as well. So these are the last to go. And to replace them I have another pair of trousers, and they're a kind of cargo style. And it's funny because I do have another pair of trousers which are basically the same as this, right down to the details on the pockets and like the front seam down here. Those ones are made of linen. I've already repaired them once, and now the other side is going. So I'm going to make those into shorts, because those will be much more comfortable. And so I got these to replace those. These were $4.99. And they are, well, it's done in measurement. So they say 32-inch waist, and I've actually no idea what my measurement for my waist is, because obviously women's sizing is done by letters and numbers which are not relevant to any measurement. So I kind of thought it sounded about right, and they fit fine, just a little bit loose around the waist. So I may take them in at some point, I will see. And I really like the pocket detail as well, back here. They are by, what was it? Was it Peacocks, I think? Oh yeah. These are older New Look trousers. Ah yeah, and they're a UK 10. And so they say vintage casual on the back here. And the very final things I have to show you are a couple of just basic black slips, because I have a few skirts and dresses that I need to wear these with when wearing tights. Otherwise, you know how when a dress just grips your tights and it like kind of walks in, it folds up, and it's all very annoying. So I got some slips to solve that problem, and it actually came as a 2-pack, which was really handy. It was $7.30 for both, and they're estimated as a size 10, so they fit fine. And I will be making one of these shorter, because I do need one to wear under much shorter things, so that'll just be a quick easy thing. And then the other one I'll leave at this length. So they've got quite a nice lace along the bottom. And then the other one has some lace, which is a little bit ripped, but that's not an issue for me, of course. So I just need to decide which one I'm going to make shorter. So that's everything that I have to show you today. I apologise for the lighting in some parts of this video, but you know, when the sun sets at 4:30 you just have to work with what you've got. I would have liked to film a proper decluttering my wardrobe video, but whenever I'm clearing out clothes it's a bit of a mad frenzy and I just have to get on and do it, otherwise it will not happen. So I don't really tend to film that process. So this is the closest you'll get to a decluttering video for the moment. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!